Hey everyone, Skeeter here today, bringing you something a little different. A podcast. I know it's something odd, but you know what? It's like I figured if I want to get my channel out there, podcasts are big. People do them. People enjoy them. So I'm going to make my podcast thing called the LP Podcast, which stands for Lego Pile, which is my YouTube channel. And so today, today's Bricks, in other words, guests, whatever, with me joining is.
Hello there! I am going to go by the title of G-Locks for now, I guess.
All right, and I guess I'm Skeeter. Well, whatever username I use, which brings me back to my previous videos. Have you ever you've seen a couple of them, right?
Seen as in skimmed? Like, maybe
Did
seen
you
the
ever
first...
watch the outros or the intros, at least?
I've seen the beginning.
Okay.
That's it. I'm sorry, I
If you
haven't
ever
seen
wondered
much.
why I went by like 6 new usernames in those videos, is because back then, when I was like 14, I was going by the Xbox Live gamer tag that I used at George's.
Okay.
You remember George, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was using that. I was using my YouTube channel name, and I was using my username, my file username on Star Wars Republic Commando.
Oh, gosh, that has to be confusing.
Yeah, so I was using 3 different things. I'm like, hey guys, today it's Lego Pile Mr. Exacto / Skeeter. Like, what the fuck? I know. It was ridiculous, but now I think I'm just going to go by Skeeter and then use Lego Pile as the podcast name and as my YouTube channel.
Okay, that'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, and one of the main ideas behind my YouTube channel name was a pile usually contains a lot of variety. A pile can be comprised of anything. I know, like, Lego Piles pretty much are branding it just as Legos, but it's still, like, the pile still has variety to it. And if you saw what my YouTube channel's catchphrase was your awesome variety channel. So what I'm planning to do is Let's Plays.
All right.
I know the Pokemon trading card game.
Okay, I'll stick out of that.
Killing Floor.
Oh, okay, I'm going to stick with you the second I get my hands on it. Dang it.
I know. It
Sucks to be broke.
That's fine.
Lesson to you gentlemen today. Pokemon is the slave trading game of today. Watch out.
Oh, how now?
I'm being serious here. Just think about it. You are... I don't even... No.
Now. There's lots of people out there who enjoy Pokemon.
They enjoy slave trading, too.
Have you ever seen that meme picture on, where it's like, I saw it a few times on Facebook, where it's like, the expectations reality meme, where it's like, the expectation of fans of Pokemon are supposed to be kids, but the reality is older. And then the expectation for the fans of Call of Duty is older people, but the reality is younger.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, well, I'll put that picture if I can find it on Google.
Actually, that's what I don't get with, like,
description.
A bunch of shooters, you know?
Yeah.
They're always usually M-rated, right? And then you just see a bunch of these kids, like, prepubescent and stuff with these games, and you're always seeing them on servers with this squeaky voice like this, and...
The squeakers.
Squeakers.
As my good friend G-Lux and I like to call them squeakers.
They can be nice. It's just... Okay, you gotta admit, because of the voice, it's sure. But what bothers me is that these are M-rated games, right? How are they getting their hands on them?
Their parents are irresponsible.
Well, I wouldn't say irresponsible. I mean...
Okay, most of the time, like, parents don't, like... Sometimes there are good parents, and then there are dumb parents.
Dude, think about it. When did you get your first, like, shooter?
When did I get my first shooter?
Yeah.
When I was 13, it was Star Wars Republic Commando, and the game
Would you count yourself as 18 and up?
The game was
Hypocrite?
rated...
Hypocrite?
The game was rated T for teen.
Oh.
And as when you turned 13, as the saying goes,
Oh.
You are a teenager.
Okay. I'll let you pass on that one.
And that, my parents were okay with that. That's how I got hold of it. The first M-rated game I've ever owned would have to be Borderlands 2, and I didn't get that until this past December, and that was when I was 17.
Not 18, though.
Actually, I think rated M games here in Canada are 17 and up.
Shit!
If you look at the ESRB.
How can I not win?
Oh, well. So, how about you? What games have you been playing recently?
Recently, oh, God, yes. Persona.
Oh.
Persona 4.
Yes.
My God. One of the greatest RPGs of all time. I couldn't get the chance because I sold my PS2, but recently I got a PS Vita, and the PS Vita, one of the only good games in my opinion, because there isn't much for the PS Vita, which is a shame, but anyways, the main game to get the PS Vita for is Persona 4 The Golden.
Now, why is that?
Dude, it is awesome. Do you know what the Persona series is?
Yes.
It's like a branch of the Shin Megami Tensei series.
Yeah, isn't it kind of like a visual novel too, a little bit?
No. No.
I know when I look at the game, the first thing I think about is anime.
Well, it is Japanese, so
So the game, was it developed in Japan?
Yes. Shin Megami Tensei. Does that sound American to you?
No, it doesn't. No, I'm just checking. Now, was it made by Nintendo?
No, it's made by a company called Atlas.
And they mostly put their games with Sony? Do they have some sort of partnership? Or are they exclusive only to the Sony systems?
No, Shin Megami Tensei 4 is going to be coming out for the 3DS soon.
Really?
Yeah, it's looking awesome.
I might get it.
Okay, right, you got a 3DS.
Yes.
And I don't. I went for the PS Vita, which has this suckish library right now. Okay, to anyone who's in game development, please get more games on the PS Vita. I need more games on that thing. Persona 4 The Golden's the only reason why I have it.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
And the other day I saw our good friend Dylan at school. Well, this is way back in the first semester. I was on my spare, and he was in the cafeteria. He has a PS Vita.
Oh.
And guess which game he was playing?
I'm guessing not Persona 4 The Golden.
No, just guess.
Shame. I bet I can go through most of them. Hold on.
Yeah, do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
What?
He was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on his PS Vita. Like, to me...
What?
Not that, like, I know there's a lot of Call of Duty fans out there and whatever, but, like, why would you get a PS Vita for just that game? Like, because I asked him if he owned any other game, he said no. And I'm like, but I know the PS Vita's library is small, but I'm sure there are other way greater games with better stories.
Persona 4 The Golden?
But that's the thing. People, like, don't look for stories as much as they used to in video games.
True.
At least in Halo 4, because I saw a Let's Play of it on YouTube, and it's got a rather okay story, I guess.
Okay story.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, spoiler alert.
Don't spoil it for me. I haven't played it. I'm late to the party, okay?
But you don't own a 360.
So?
Are you ever going to play it?
Nope.
Then can I spoil?
No.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. For those of you who have played it or have watched anything on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about.
There we go. I don't want to spoil it for these dear viewers of yours, whom I'm... well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for a quick reference note, this isn't going on iTunes. It'll be on YouTube and solely YouTube.
Solely YouTube?
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of hate Apple, even though I own an iPod Touch.
What? What's wrong with Apple?
Everything. Have you been using their iTunes their most recent updated version?
I just use my iPod for the music. That's about it.
Okay, well, here, let me show you what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays. This is what iTunes looks like.
What the fuck?
And you have to, scroll this way. This is how you access your music.
It's simple. I mean, Apple's known for simple stuff, right? It's accessible. It's accessible. That's the word. You seem to disagree, good sir.
certain degree. Well, you remember that night when I was on Steam Chat with you and how I was having a cow and a half trying to figure out how to put iTunes Music onto my iPod?
Right. Oh,
That was crazy.
wait, why were you having problems with that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because the no, it's fine. It's okay. There is no
Take your time, sir.
there. I'm trying to think. It doesn't make it easy for you. Let's say that.
Isn't that Apple's main... Like, that's what I usually see with Apple. It's simple for computers.
Maybe the previous versions, but the one that is currently right now with iTunes, in my opinion, I think they should have stuck with the older one, like the older version.
Maybe it's still simple, just more different than you remember.
Perhaps.
That kind of sucks, though. Like, when you're used to something so simple in its own way, and then you get something new that's simple, but that's completely different, and you're like, what the fuck?
I guess so. I mean, but you want something that consumers can use without having, without blowing a blood vessel.
True.
Because that way, like I know what a lot of people are complaining about with Apple nowadays is what they did from the change of the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 5.
Hmm?
And do you know what that is?
No, what?
Okay. You know how the charger, where's my iPod, if I could show you, is
Okay, I see it.
like this?
Yeah.
They changed it to where it is about, and I'm sorry if I know this is a podcast and a lot of people can't see this, but
Describe it, then.
okay, so if you'd ever seen an iPod or ever heard of Apple, which okay,
I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of this
Yeah.
kind of stuff by this point.
if you've seen the
if you're on YouTube,
if you've
you know.
seen the iPhone 4S charger slot
All right.
or version lower,
Mm-hmm.
you'll know that it's about, what would you say, an inch wide?
Yeah, I'd say that's an inch.
Okay. They took the iPhone,
4S?
or if they took the iPhone 5,
Oh,
sorry,
iPhone 5.
and made the charger half that size.
Wait, so that's half an inch?
That's half an inch,
Wow.
and it's much smaller.
Well,
And
that
so-
gives more space for more
Yes,
stuff to be put
but
in, kind of,
But
right?
whatever previous devices you were using with your iPhone, and you got rid of your iPhone, like your iPod docks,
Right.
all your iPhone cables,
Now is useless.
is now useless. All of
Oh.
it has just been rendered obsolete because you bought one thing.
Welcome to consumer's paradise.
Exactly.
Well, maybe like the people who make it for the consumer, that's paradise for them. For us, it's
iPhone,
yeah.
or sorry, iPhone and iPod docks for the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5 are ranged from $400 to $500 because of that little change. Yeah. I know it's ridiculous, but that's the way the world works. It's
Yeah.
all about money.
Well, the time's looking very long so far. Should we stop it here?
We'll stop here, then we'll continue after, because I know YouTube has a tedious thing where if you're not a partner, you can only have videos up to 15 minutes long, and then if
15?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
So we'll stop a little soon, and then we'll continue on.
Okay, maybe later.
Yeah.
Like part 2. There's gonna be a
Yes.
sequel, and we all know sequels are much, much worse.
Yeah, well, for what, movies or video games?
Both. Well, no, actually, video games. It's always video games. You have to be better.
Can
right?
I admit something?
What?
Most of the video games I've played have been sequels, and I've known nothing about the previous ones, except for, Portal 2, I knew a little bit of lore beforehand.
You gotta play the first game, man.
I never played the first game, I'm sad
Better
to
is.
admit.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to stop it here, then we'll
All
continue
right.
our conversation.
All right. So signing off.
And 3.
See you later.
See you guys.